Yeah. I did the math before the flex show. Rebalance sheets where they chase goals. Losses turn tuition paid in full. Kept the vision clean when the lights go dull. Don't talk rich, I talk control. Equity heavy, lie on the ego. Hype fade fast, patience compound. That's how rooms turn quiet when you walk around. This ain't for the crowd, this for the count. What you owe, what you outgrown. Mind still sharp, pen still level. Just don't rap for approval. People I move quiet, let silence work. Noise never build what discipline nurture. Hunger ain't dry, that lesson clear. Some starve loud, still stuck in fear. Fed the mind, stop distraction. Now every step got long-term traction. No rush, no race, grown man pace. I stand on code, no convenience. Principles heavy as consequences. Seen shortcuts bury families. Seen structure flip whole narratives. I taught leverage living on my sons. Not clout, not clicks, not followers. Respect don't come from being loud. It comes from standing when pressure covers you. At this age, you don't need motivation. You need alignment. If your money don't match your stress, too misposition. If your circle still drains you, waited too long. Yeah. I did the math before the flex show. Rebalance sheets where they chase goals. Losses turn tuition paid in full. Kept the vision clean when the lights go dull. Don't talk rich, I talk control. Equity heavy, lie on the ego. Hype fade fast, patience compound. That's how rooms turn quiet when you walk around. This ain't for the crowd, this for the count. What you owe, what you outgrown. Mind still sharp, pen still level. Just don't rap for approval. People I move quiet, let silence work. Noise never build what discipline nurture. Hunger ain't dry, that lesson clear. Some starve loud, still stuck in fear. Fed the mind, stop distraction. Now every step got long-term traction. No rush, no race, grown man pace. I stand on code, no convenience. Principles heavy as consequences. Seen shortcuts bury families. Seen structure flip whole narratives. I taught leverage living on my sons. Not clout, not clicks, not followers. Respect don't come from being loud. It comes from standing when pressure covers you. At this age, you don't need motivation. You need alignment. If your money don't match your stress, too misposition. If your circle still drains you, waited too long.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing on this good Monday morning? Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody percolating and motivated. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to Attraction Economics. I'm your host, Big Dog Bark. And as y'all enter the building, hit that like button, share button, subscribe button. And also, if you would like to donate to Attraction Economics, please hit the Cash App $ Big Dog Bark and 2132. Big donation, small donation, all donations are appreciated. But I also understand the economy is kind of rough on a lot of people right now. Gas prices up, food and went back up and all that right there. So if you can donate, donate. If you can't, I understand completely. Over here we break down supply and demand, we break down attraction, we break down attention. And today we're talking about you're not heartbroken. And when I first when I first came up with the title, I was talking, I'm like, hey bro, you not heartbroken, bro. You just feeling some type of way, whatever. Okay. It was gonna be for the men, but due to recent events with the whole Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson breakup, I'm finna go in a different direction. And for all you men out there that feel like that, I don't care about y'all, I don't love y'all. Oh, you're going against us and shit like that. No, nope. Because I always tell y'all good people this right here. Everything I talk about, you can always swap the genders and it's still gonna fit. That's the one thing about my talking point. That's the one thing about my conversation is that no matter what the hell I talk about, you can always swap genders and it's still gonna fit. Like I said, I talk for me and I talk to me and I talk about me. And I don't pull no punches. So, like I said, with the Meg and Clay breakup, we're gonna talk about it from the Megan's standpoint in the post she put out on IG. Okay. Now, for those that don't know, when Clay and Meg first got together, Meg was going through some things, on part, some shit she probably caused herself or some shit that she was just in. Because she did go through a little situation with Tory Lane. We all know about that situation. Then she had little contract issues at QC. So she was going through some things ahead of her getting up with Clay. Right. And when word popped out that her and Clay were fucking around, everybody, especially in the red pill manosphere spaces, everybody was like, "Red, you better watch who you playing with, man. She with the shit, woo, woo, woo. All that shit right there, right?" Yeah. Over time, we saw a different version of Meg up on the Clay. We saw a different version of Megan up on the Clay. And people start saying, that's something different. We ain't never seen no shit like this before out of this chick. Not WAP. Not the stallion. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never seen this type of shit before. She was actually on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? She was toning down. And people that want to, I ain't one of them motherfuckers that want to see you just fall. I don't want to see you fail. I want to see you be successful and shit like that. You go through shit. You go through phases and shit like that. So it looked to me being me, it looked to me like, she might really, really be trying to turn the page and say, you know what, maybe I'm tired of being a hot girl. Maybe she tired of being a hot girl and gonna be a grown one. Cool, fine. Everybody go through what they gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? She cooking, she letting them pick out clothes, she acting right mild, and even cook Thanksgiving dinner for his folks. Man, that's big shit. That's wifey shit. That's wifey shit. And then comes the post on IG that she put out that Clay was cheating on her. He can't be monogamous. Ooh, all that good shit. I saw the shit. I ain't gonna. I can't repeat it word for word because I saw it. I'm like, okay. I went on Google and yeah, they broke up. All right, bet whatever. And when I first saw that shit, I was like, damn, Clay. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be the good guy. You supposed to be the good guy. You ain't got no bullshit, no drama, no nothing attached to your motherfucking name. You're supposed to be a clean cut individual dealing with a 304. And everybody praying that Clay, he's a square. He don't know what he did. Like it was so much shit going on that folks actually was like, Clay don't know what he dealing with. And I was one of them individuals like, bruh, I'm sure Clay know what the fuck he dealing with. He ain't like Megan the Stallion is a figure that don't nobody know about. Like we know who the fuck she is. And you mean tell me he don't know who she is? I'm like, all right, be cool, bro. I'm gonna let y'all play in the delusion that he don't know who Megan the Stallion is. So when it came out that him, Clay Thompson, did Meg wrong, I'm like, oh, this is new. Clay Thompson did her wrong. She wasn't crashing out. She wasn't having no alcoholic outrages and shit like that. It wasn't nothing going on. If anything, she was on the up and up. And you cheated. And just like clockwork, people in the red pill, the manosphere, says that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. He's a high value man that got options. It's all the same talking points that come out, even though at first she was gonna be the problem because of her past, because of her background. She was gonna be the problem getting with him. She was gonna be the problem. And now he cheated, and now it's the same talking points. It's like, well, I'm rich. I can do what I want to do. I got status. I got this, that, and the third. You lucky I gave you a chance. It's the same shit, even though he was in the wrong. So that's my initial look on the situation. It's like, Clay, you wrong. Clay, you wrong. I actually was pulling to see Megan become a better woman. I really wanted to see that shit. I really wanted to see that shit. And you fucked her over. But now This the part that a lot of people ain't gonna like. That I'm finna break down. And like I said, it was directed toward men, but like I said, with this shit popping off and that post she put on IG, I'm starting to think you're not heartbroken. You just lost value. And this is not no Meg bashing. This is not no Meg dissing or shit like that. Because again, this wasn't for her. It's for her now, but it wasn't initially for her. Meg, you not heartbroken. You lost value. So just bear with me. You know how I get down. Just give me a little time. Give me a little time. Just rock with a nigga for a minute. Oh, excuse me. I be burping. I know y'all be tired of me burping and y'all the goddamn here. Excuse me. So Meg Stallion. Do you miss him? Do you really miss him? Do you think you miss him? Mm. Is you really heartbroken? You feel me? uh, but let's be honest though. Let's be honest, Meg. Let's be honest, Meg, and women that's in Meg position. Let's be perfectly honest. You don't miss him. You're not missing him. You're not really hurt. You're not fucked up. Nope. You don't miss that, bruh. See, what's going on is you're missing the version of yourself you had when he picked you. So again, you don't really miss him. What is that again, when Megan was going through whatever she was going through before Clay, he chose that version of her. And she was very, very grateful that he picked her. No matter what she was going on, no matter how many pass around like body she got, and all type of shit she been in, all type of lawsuits and shit like that. Clay picked her. He picked that version of Megan Thee Stallion. And she was grateful that he picked that version of Megan Thee Stallion. She was grateful. She was very grateful. And that's why she crashed out on IG. And I'm gonna break it down to you on why. Because again, like I said, that's the version that he picked. That's the version. He didn't pick the wholesome Megan Thee Stallion. No, he picked hot girl Megan. He picked the hot girl and all her bullshit. And again, I like Meg. I fuck with Meg. But I'm not blind to the fact that she with the shit. I ain't that much of a fan or a follower to sit there and exclude all the bullshit she do, even though I like her. She with the shit. See, a lot of y'all motherfuckers, y'all be fans of individuals and you will never admit to the bullshit they do. It's okay. It's all right for you to like somebody and also say they a piece of shit in certain situations. And a lot of y'all gonna sit there and say, no matter what, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that. Huh? Did she deserve? Did the men that she was dealing with deserve the version of her that they were getting? To just be honest, did all the dudes she was dealing with deserve that version of Meg that they got? She did what she was doing. She don't feel sorry for her. She a hot girl. She got power in that little pussy. She smart. You know what I'm saying? She got money. She got a lot of shit going on for a motherfucker self. And I'm sure y'all don't feel sorry for Moneybag, for Wiz Khalifa, for the baby, for Tory Lane, for whoever she was fucking with. You don't feel sorry for them niggas when she up and left them niggas alone for whatever fucking reason. You don't feel sorry for them niggas. You like, go Meg. I feel you. I feel you. Go Meg. But now a motherfucker did her dirty and now y'all like niggas ain't shit. Oh, oh. You see how hypocrisy works? Now you want motherfucker to run to her defense because a nigga did her dirty. And again, this is not no bash. This ain't no bash. This real shit. So again, do she really love him? Maybe. Do she miss him? Probably. But again, she's missing a dude that picked a version of her that did nobody else want. That's what this shit really boiled down to. To see, most people don't suffer. Most people don't suffer. Most people don't suffer because someone left. No, they suffer because their identity was attached to being valued, to being wanted, to being loved. I'm gonna say that again. Most people don't suffer because someone left. They suffer because their identity was attached to being wanted. Even she not mad that nigga left. She mad because whatever identity she was trying to create with Clay, he took it with him. That's the truth of the matter. Whatever she was trying to do up under Clay, he snatched it away from her. And mind you, we're talking about a public figure. We're talking about hot girl Meg. She a bad motherfucker too, boy. I love just looking at that motherfucker. Especially when she get twerking and shit like that. That's something to see. I'm just being grown mind on that one right there. That's something to see right there, boy. That's a sexy motherfucker to me. That's a sexy motherfucker to me. See, when he texted her back, she was happy. When he was responding, calling, texting, emailing, whatever the case may be, she liked that shit. She liked that shit. That made her feel some type of way when he did all that type of shit. when they started posting pics on social media, that made her feel some type of way. You feel what I'm saying? When he sat there and said that was his chick, that's his bitch, that's his thing, that's his boo thing, that made her feel some type of way. Because again, the version of Meg that he picked was a version of Meg that was going through a lot of shit, whether it was on her on purpose or by accident, whether it was personal or professional. She was going through a lot of shit. So when her and Clay got together, that made her feel some type of way. Made her feel some type of way. And to be perfectly honest, the last time I really saw Meg feel that type of way, she was dealing with Moneybag. That was the last time I seen Meg actually on some good shit. It was when she was fucking around with Moneybag Yo. So I saw it again. She felt some type of way. She smiled and she liked that shit. She liked being around Clay. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. She liked the dude. She liked the man. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. So when he left, it felt like value left with him. And I know a lot of y'all they're gonna sit there and like, how he take her value away from her? Just keep listening. I ain't gonna be up here too long. I got other shit to do today. I ain't gonna be up here too long. So when he left her alone, when he broke up with her, whatever the case may be, he took her value with him. Whatever little value she was trying to create with him, he took it with him. He took it with him. Not the Meg that you already know. Not Tina Snow. No. Not the Meg you already know. He didn't take that Meg. No, he took the Meg that she was trying to create with him. The good Meg. The good Meg. That's what he took. He didn't take the bad Meg. He didn't take the hot girl. He didn't take the pass around. He didn't take that Meg. Oh no, he didn't take the WAP. No, he didn't take that Meg. He took the one that was cooking Thanksgiving dinner for his family. That's the Meg he snatched away from her. That's the Meg he took with him when he walked out the door. You feel me? That's the one that left that version of her. Excuse me. Excuse me. So anyway, that's why that's why some people cry. That's why some people cry over someone they didn't even like that much. It was never about connection. It was about status. It was about certainty. It was about ego. It was about identity. I'm not gonna say Meg didn't like Clay. I'm not gonna say Meg wasn't falling in love with Clay. I'm gonna say this right here. Your ego got bruised. See, like I said, it was going to be directed toward me. Hold up. How what going on? See, this wasn't initially for Megan Thee Stallion. No, it was for me. And as y'all see by the thumbnail and shit, like this a man sitting in the chair with a woman in a little negligee or whatever the fuck that is walking behind. It wasn't for big, it was for men. But this fit the situation. Like I said, I can swap genders whenever I feel like it in my conversations. So again, this was about ego. This was about status. This was about identity. Think about it. That post she put up in IG, excuse me, that post she put on IG was not that she was hurt because somebody she really cared about left. No, she put that up because her ego got bruised. Her ego got bruised. Because again, we're not talking about no regular Sally Sue in Dallas that he got her with. No, we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. She's a big name. She's a known identity, public figure. We're talking about this individual that a nigga cheated on. We're talking about a woman that everybody in the world know and her dude that a lot of people know across the globe cheated on her. Ego. Ego. Because if you go back to Tom Brady and Giselle, and I can use this situation is Tom Brady, he never say nothing, but his ego probably got crushed when his wife, the mother of his kids, left him for a yoga instructor. That's something terrible. For you to be a big name like you is, for your significant other to leave you for somebody that's less than perceived, less than you. That hurts, don't it? That hurts. And if what they saying is true, Klay Thompson went back to his ex-girlfriend that we know nothing about. You leave a public figure like Megan Thee Stallion for an ex-girlfriend. An ex. Not a new chick, an ex. Put that shit together. You don't think Megan Thee Stallion ego is bruised? She pops her shit whenever she can, and you don't think her ego was bruised? Really? Of course it is. Of course her feelings, it ain't even her feelings hurt, her ego bruised. That's how this shit is. That's all that shit is. And I'm gonna break this shit down. I'm gonna break this shit down. See, real heartbreak is rare. Ego heartbreak is common. Let me say that again. A real heartbreak is rare. An ego heartbreak is common. So again, A real heartbreak is like you losing your mama or your dad, somebody you really care about, somebody that actually did something for you in your life to help you become you. You feel what I'm saying? When I lost my mama, that's real heartbreak. When I lost my great grandma, my grandma, my dad, that's real heartbreak. That fucks with me to this day. That's real heartbreak. They meant something to me. Even though I ain't spending a lot of time with my dad, he still meant something to me because he's still my dad. You feel what I'm saying? That's real heartbreak. An ego heartbreak is this right here. Bear with me. An ego heartbreak is this right here. You lose access to how the person made you feel about yourself. That's ego heartbreak. So again, it's ego. You no longer have a dude in your life that made you feel like you could be a good chick. You no longer have a dude in your life that makes you feel like you actually could be a good woman. You didn't lose somebody that really built you, that helped you become who you are. You were already who you are anyway, man. And I applaud you for that. The good and the bad. I can't take all the good and not take the bad. I gotta take all that shit when dealing with somebody like Megan Thee Stallion. That what makes her her. So it ain't no judgment, ain't no dissing, ain't no bashing. I fucks with her. But again, this is ego heartbreak, not a real heartbreak. It because you lost access to a dude. You lost access to a dude that was helping you create a whole new identity. You lost access to a dude that made you feel a certain way about yourself. That's what really happened. That is what really happened. You lost access to a dude that made you feel a certain way about yourself. That shit crazy. and most people don't, and most people confuse the both. See, the ones that's outside saying he did her dirty. Yes, he did her dirty. And then y'all also say she really loved him. She probably liked him a lot. I ain't gonna say she didn't love him. You know what I'm saying? I should know she liked him a lot. But he didn't ever make her. See, what she was doing, she was trying to create a new identity with him. He didn't ever make her. What he got was already there. What he chose was already there. He didn't make that. She made it on her own. She did it on her own. The good and the bad. She did it on her own. And he chose that. And when he chose that version of Meg, and they started popping up on social media and all that shit right there, another version of Meg started to come out. She cooking the nigga catfish and spaghetti. She move when the nigga say move. You didn't ever see that shit before. She was trying to create a new identity for herself up under Klay Thompson. It's easy for her to stay the same way she was up under Klay Thompson. Then everybody be right. Oh, she was just, we knew she was gonna do this dumbass shit. We knew she was gonna crash out. We knew she was gonna do it. We knew she was gonna do this. She didn't do it. She didn't do it. And niggas be waiting. Niggas be waiting to see the crash out. Just so they can talk about it. I done seen this too much. They waiting on the crash out. They waiting on her to do something stupid so they can talk about it. No, she didn't do it. Wasn't nothing to be nothing. She didn't do nothing. If anything, she was doing something different. Now that's the version of Klay, that's the version of me that Klay got to see something different. You got to see something different. So when he broke up with her, when he cheated on her, whatever the case may be, and left out the door, he took that version of Meg with him. He took that version of Meg, the new version, the one that was staying out of trouble, that one that was trying to be a good woman, the one that was doing wifey shit for you. He left and took that with him. And she feels some type of way. And most times than not, for you regular schmegular chicks that feel like Meg feel right now, that's why y'all be y'all on these niggas' social media pages. That's why y'all be stalking their social media. That's why y'all always be comparing and competing with the new chick. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all always doing the most. That's why y'all always saying I can always get them back. He know what home is. He know what they good. That's why y'all do the shit y'all do. It's not because you really miss that nigga. He bruised your fucking ego. He bruised your ego. You think women ain't got an ego? Women got an ego just like a nigga do. Why you think women don't approach? It's ego. Cause if a nigga tell them no, they'll crash out. I done heard several females say that shit. If it's a nigga that they like, a nigga they attracted to, and I'm like, you gonna shoot your shot? No. Why not? That's not traditional. That's not ladylike. Excuse me. That's not ladylike. Man, we in 2026. If you see something you want, go for it. You basing that shit on tradition. I say it's out of fear. Just like I sit up here and talk about niggas got this fear of rejection, you do too. That's why you don't say nothing. That's why you always want a nigga to choose, because you have the option of rejection. You get to tell them no. That's power. You get to tell this dude that like you no. It's power. Put it on the other shoe. Put it on the other foot. If a nigga told you no, how would you react? Ladies? If you shot your shot and a nigga told you no, how would you react? You gonna feel some type of way, just like these dudes. That's why y'all sit up and say you won't approach. That's why y'all sit up here and say you're not gonna do it, because you don't want to be told no. You want to have the power to be told no. That's ego. That's ego. That's why y'all be crashing out. That's why y'all be going over these niggas. I know it. I know it. That's why y'all be stalking and competing and talking crazy. I know it. It's ego. It ain't love, it's ego. Cause a nigga done said no to you, a nigga done left you, a nigga done rejected you, and you feel some type of way. That's ego. That's not love. That's ego. That's all that shit is. Ego. Some of y'all females act like your ego is big as the whole world. Can't nobody say no to you. And if somebody tell you know something wrong with them, that is what this shit is to me now. Again, like I said, this ain't me hating on Meg. I like Meg. I like her music. I don't listen to all of it, but I like she can rap. To me, she can rap. She be bombing. I like how she look. She can find motherfucker. She get her little deals and shit like that. She know how to get deals. She gonna get her education and shit like that. She got a lot of shit going on. She got a lot of shit that today's women won't have going on in their life, and she did it, and I applaud her for it. This is not no hate toward Meg. This is just reality for women like her. Your ego got bruised, and you don't know how to react because you used to being the one in the power position. You are used to being in the position of where you get to move how you want to move, and a motherfucker kiss your ass. Female empowerment, I guess. I don't know. But you get to move how you want to move, and a motherfucker get to kiss your ass. You get to get out whatever situation you get out of and keep it pushing while the motherfucker crumble. Yeah. And this is a situation where you got with somebody that picked a version of you that ain't shit and rocked with it. And you try to change that bad version into a better version while you with this nigga. And the nigga still up and left. He still cheated while you were trying to be a good girl. And I know when you're trying to be a good girl with a big ass ego and a nigga do you dirty, I know that little look on your motherfucking face. You gonna scoot back in the chair, depending on what side the nigga on. If he on your right, you gonna scoot back to your left, and you're gonna be looking with a little a facial expression of shock. Like, really? Really? You fucked off on me? Really? Do you know who the fuck I am? Really? Really? You know what I was doing? I don't do this shit for no other nigga. I did this shit. Really? Yeah. 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 Did you do that because you love me, or did you do that shit because you trying to prove something? Did you do that shit because you really love them, or did you do this shit because you're trying to prove something? Did you trying to change something in your life, shawty? Be honest. Be honest. It looked good. And I ain't gonna say she didn't do it out of love. I don't know 100%. I'm just speculating like everybody else. But I know how that shit look. That you a bad bitch, top of your game, got the looks, got the bread, got the education. You the shit. You do what the fuck you want to do. You the shit. Gotcha. You get with a nigga and you try to do wifey shit for this nigga. For whatever reason. You trying to do wifey shit for a nigga. And the nigga leave you the fuck alone. The nigga fuck off on you. The nigga do this, the nigga do that. And you get shocked and appalled that you would do a bitch like me this way. You must be out your mind. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Halle Berry got cheated on plenty of times. Janet Jackson got cheated on. Mariah Carey got cheated on. Bruh, she is not the first female to get cheated on by a nigga. She is not the first and not the last. And y'all be sitting up here acting like a bad chick can't get fucked off on. Bro, they get fucked off on more than y'all think they do. They get fucked off on more than y'all think they do. And for those that think they bad chicks, the regular chicks that might be bad chicks in the regular world, yeah, they get fucked off on too. And just like with her, ego kicks in, and you like, nigga, how dare you fuck off on me? Don't you know who I am? Don't you know how much money I got? Don't you know how many titles I got? Like, nigga, don't give a fuck. He fucked off on you. You want to bring up all the shit you were doing for a nigga? It's like, was that for me or was that for you? Again, just like y'all put on certain outfits and certain hair and makeup and shit like that, and the nigga say, is that for me or for you? Is that for me or for somebody else? Is you doing that shit for me because you really like me, or you doing that shit because you trying to change your image? Which one is it? Is you doing that shit because you really fuck with me, or you doing that shit so people won't remember the bullshit you done already did? Which one is it? Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Now, let's look at the dating market for all your regular people. Yeah, that's not at Clay Meg level. With status, money. Well, anyway, let's look at the modern dating culture. Hmm. People treat relationships like a marketplace. Followers become status. Attention becomes currency. Hmm. Looks becomes leverage. Options become power. So when someone leaves, so when someone leaves, it doesn't just feel emotional. No. It feels like public downgrade. Again, it ain't just she might was really digging Clay, but you got a relationship that's in the public. You got a relationship that's on social media. You could buy your followers and his followers. That's a lot of motherfucking followers that's watching y'all be happy and also watch you put up that damn post saying the nigga cheated. You're doing this shit in front of millions of followers on both sides. Millions of followers on both sides. And in the public, you got cheated on in front of millions and millions and millions of people. Mm, mm, mm. That's sad. Makes you feel some type of way, don't it? That's why I be tripping off a lot of people. They put all their business out in the street in front of everybody to see. It's like, and then get mad when somebody say something about what you just put out there. You put that shit out there. I wouldn't know what the fuck you got going on if you don't tell me. I don't know if the nigga did you dirty. I don't know if the nigga gave you anything. I don't know if the nigga cheating off on you. I don't know unless you tell me. I don't follow all you motherfuckers. I'm not TMZ. I'm not looking for no celebrity gossip. I don't follow all these celebrities. If anything, I follow athletes, and I don't follow that many athletes. I probably follow more IG models in a little bit though. I ain't gonna hold you. But I don't follow all you motherfuckers that got a lot of drama. I don't. I don't know. But y'all got millions and millions of motherfucking followers. Y'all got millions of subscribers, whatever the case may be. And y'all crash out for them every motherfucking day. Y'all crash out for these motherfuckers every motherfucking day. And of course, you're going to tell your side of the story where you look like you're the hero or the victim. You ain't gonna never tell the motherfucking truth. You gonna always tell the story to make you look like you did everything your power to make sure it go the right way, or somebody did you dirty. Be honest. Be honest. That's why I seen so many motherfuckers feel some type of way about the situation. And like they just prove that niggas ain't shit. They just prove it. They just prove that. Yeah, you in her situation. You feel the same motherfucking way that a nigga did you dirty because your ego, you go out for a nigga that you like. He get to calling you boo and bae and all that type of shit right there. And you start doing shit for the nigga that you never done for another nigga and all that type of shit. And he had the nerve and the audacity to fuck off on you after you done went in there and made this nigga a bologna sandwich. Because you got so much ego, so many diplomas and so much money in the bank, and you driving this and you wearing that and all that type of shit, and you made a bologna sandwich for the nigga, and the nigga still went and got some more pussy, and you like, nigga, don't you know how valuable I am? And I went in there and made you a bologna sandwich the way you like it. I burnt that motherfucker just right and split that hole down the middle, put some mustard on that bitch on that white bread and gave it to you. You still fucked another bitch. Ah! But that's not because you love him. That's because your ego fucked up. Cause now you'll sit back. I don't even know why I was dealing with the nigga in the first place. Now you start looking at little shit to nitpick on, and like he did this, and it hurt with this, and his underarm with this, and the dick with this, and his feet with this, and his house. You start finding shit to nitpick about, cause the nigga fucked off on you and bruised your motherfucking ego. And now in retrospect, you trying to find out, why did I even deal with the nigga? Why did I even give the nigga a chance? Why did I do this? Why did I do that? You're trying to compartmentalize what the fuck happened. You want to see where you fucked up and slipped and bumped your head and how you let this nigga fuck you over, and you lost value. You lost value. That's it. He didn't look at you the same way no more. He didn't. He didn't look at you the same way no more. Mm-mm-mm. And see, that's why breaking up. That's why breaking up hit harder right now. That's why breaking up hit harder than ever before. You feel what I'm saying? Because people aren't just losing a person; they're losing rank. Oh, oh yeah. It ain't that you just lost somebody; you lost rank in public opinion, perception. You not the bitch that you thought you was no more. You let a nigga bring you in, have you doing wifey duties, and he fucked off on you. You a bad chick in front of the world. Motherfuckers know your name down everywhere you go. They know what you about. Can sing the songs with you. Rocking shit because of what you doing. Calling themselves that, well, we calling female stag a long time ago in the 90s. That's where she got it from. In the South, we call, like, true be told, a stallion is a male horse, but that's a South thing. We've been calling female stallions for as long as I can remember. That's just a thick chick. That's what we call a stallion. She's just thick. Just once she walk, it look like a horse walking through. That's what they really look like. That's what the stallion shit come from. It ain't just because that's a male stallion. That we know it's a male. We know it's a male horse. We know that. We're not crazy down here. We know what it is. It's just for the simple. It sounds so good coming off the tongue, the car that we see a little thick junk walking through somewhere and say, "Damn, shout a stallion. That's a thick motherfucker." That's all that shit is. But people know who the fuck you is. They sing your songs, they wear your clothes, they do all this shit you do. And you got embarrassed in front of all your fans, all your supporters, your family, your friends. You got embarrassed and you lose a little power. You lose a little power. You lose a little rank. You lose a little notoriety. And your ego get bruised. Your ego bruised. More than anything. You ain't crying in the car. Oh no, 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 no. You ain't crying in the car, your ego bruised. That's why you put that post out like you did. Because if you really felt some type of way, if you really were hurt about that motherfucking shit, you would never put that shit out there. You been crying somewhere. You really was fucked up about this shit, you been crying somewhere. You wasn't that fucked up about this shit. That was an ego hit. That's why you said that's why you said what you said. It was an ego hit. Not real love. Ego hit. Because you've been able to do what you wanted to do for a very long time and motherfuckers support that shit. Now a motherfucker did you dirty and now you want motherfucker to defend you because they saw what you were doing for the nigga. That's all that shit is. You finally got done dirty and now you want motherfuckers to run to your defense. But every time you did a nigga dirty, the same motherfuckers you want to defend you was supporting you doing the motherfucker dirty. Go figure. Go fucking figure. So anyway, Meg. I love you. Meg, I love you. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. Your value was never with Clay. So all the ladies that think they Megan the Stallions, shout it. Your value is never with the nigga that did you dirty. Your value was never with that dude. I'm just being honest. Your value was never with him. Yeah. All you did was rent it out. All you did was rent it out for their approval. That's all it did was always exchange. You gave them pieces, you gave them value for approval. That's all it was. He never created her value. And all the shouters out there that regular, these niggas don't create you. You already got value. That's one of the things I always say when I be talking to people on their panels and shit like that. When they always talking about what value do a woman bring to a man, you know what I tell them? Like, what do you want? And when I say that, it be making them look crazy because like, bruh, one thing I've always said is that every woman has value. It just depends on what you want. Of course, you say you want a woman that can cook and clean and do nasty shit. All right, cool, bruh. And I'm sure a lot of niggas feel the same way. They want a woman that can cook and clean, do nasty shit. I got that part. That's like on every niggas top 5, top 10. You want that. Okay, got that part. What else do you want? You can't tell me what else you want. That's when everything else start getting fuzzy. Just off body types. Niggas can't be consistent. Cause one nigga might like a short and thin, another nigga like a tall and thick, another nigga like a light skin, another nigga like a dark skin. You can't be consistent on that. So yeah, the values change depending on what the fuck you want as a man. So ladies, your value is inside of you. It ain't inside of him. All you did was give him pieces of you in exchange for pieces of him. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now, how do you bounce back? How do you bounce back from that shit? I'm gonna tell you. Cause one thing about that is that you gave it to him, you can get it back. You gave this man pieces of you for pieces of him, and you can get them pieces back. You can get them back. This is how you get them back. Be competent. Be disciplined. Be confident. Excuse me. Excuse me. Be competent. Be disciplined. Be competent. Disciplined. Confident. I had to make sure I was saying that shit right. Competent and confident sounded like competent, disciplined, confident. Make sure your health straight. Make sure you on your purpose, and make sure you got your standards in line. I don't give a damn. And like I say, a lot of this shit can be worked both ways. It's an easy gender swap. Ladies, if you've been in this situation where a nigga done chose the worst version of you and you decide to be a better version for this nigga up and leave you alone for whatever fucking reason, don't get mad. Don't crash out. Don't stalk. Don't compete. Don't complain. Let them have it. Get whatever you gave them, get it back, and rebuild this shit. Cause truth of the matter is, we don't be heartbroken. No, we don't be heartbroken. We just be mad somebody left that we attaching ourselves to for a new identity. We're just mad that a person chose you at your worst or your best or whatever they picked you at. And you decide to do something different for that person. And that person leave you alone for whatever reason and you get mad. And you want to crash out. Don't crash out. Don't let them know your ego got bruised. No, swallow that shit and rebuild and go back out in the world. And hopefully you can find an individual that will really value you for who the fuck you are and not get you to change who you are for them. So anyway, I said I'm gonna start doing my jumps in about hours. About an hour. I ain't gonna do 2 hours no more. So it's running up on the hour. So I appreciate everybody that came through. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this wasn't about Meg at first. It became about Meg due to the events. And like I said, I can easily swap genders and put a nigga in Meg position. And that's what a lot of this shit be. It's like women doing me dirty, women doing me dirty, women doing me dirty. Nigga, swallow your pride, bro. Your ego got bruised. She fucked you over. Okay, so what? Let her have it. Build yourself back up and go back out there and again. Do it again. Just don't be no fool. Just don't try to change up for somebody just because they post you. No. Do it because you really want to do it. And with that being said, I'm finna get on down. I'm gonna let y'all have the rest of y'all day. I ain't got other shit to do. Like, share, subscribe, and I will holler at y'all on another day.
Remember when the goal was to be seen, now the goal's to be straight. Different math when the kids need structure and your name got weight. I don't chase the room no more, I measure exits. Who panics when I leave? Who adjust their sentence? Used to think loud men alive more. I know calm means clear if you still explain your value. You late in your career, I watch money fix problems and multiply flaws. Watch ego kill deals before lawyers got involved. I don't blame age, I credit reps. You sharpen the blade, I don't need pressure to move me. I move because I'm aligned. Every loss, y'all placement, every win exposed intent. Some folks still celebrating checks, I'm already in environments. I stopped arguing timelines, started reading behavior. If they comfortable disrespecting you, that's on your position and play. I don't need revenge, I need distance. Let life handle the rest. Silence louder than threats. When your presence was the test, I built slow so it lasts. Skip hype so it's mine. Legacy ain't built in moments, it's built in the margins of time. So when the music fade out and it's just you in the mirror, ask if your life reflects discipline or just the ambition without structure. I'm done talking. Let the results finish the sentence.